Namaste, Murphy.
There is a question about evolution.
Evolution, yes. For a moment I thought it was another kind of illness for a minute. It's evolution. Oh, evolution. Okay.
So it seems like the unchanging absolute is going through a process of evolution in this human existence. An animal does not have the chance to ask who am I or to know itself. And a human being also goes through a process of maturing, like the cup expands to hold it seems like more of awareness, to become a god, to become more divine. We can say it doesn't matter, you are already existing as it is, but there is some kind of impulse to become better, strive to
Yes.
get somewhere, to grow more in love and get more divine, to reach.
Yes.
So if we are already that, then what about the evolutionary impact? What is this dance that goes on?
Yes. To note that also there are different ways of looking at it. If you are already that, still the dance can go on. You say, what's the point? I think you say this. If you're already that, are you saying what is the purpose of, where is the place for evolution? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yes. The highest evolution perhaps is to evolve to the state to be humble enough to see the obvious. To see this, I would put it, it's really an evolution. My view is that the highest evolution is an evolution to emptiness again. In the meantime, natural play of consciousness, yes, is that impulse, beautiful word, an impulse to grow, to expand, to know more, to find out more, to become more refined, I would put it. But along the way, we veer off sometimes, but that must be within the grand permissive will of the Supreme also, to divert and to go off. It seems in life the advice is don't go off into the veins, stay in the main artery, but find out what the artery is. This is direct, you see. But nevertheless, it seems the movements are untraceable sometimes.
So if we don't veer off into illusions and so many attachments and
it's part of the journey,
kind of things, but if we focus on only growing in awareness or maybe evolution or reaching the destiny, like the flower has to blossom and some process seems to be going on, but then if we hear a voice like Advaita saying that you are already that, you don't need to make any effort, there is no path, just relax into it, allow everything to happen as it is.
Yes.
You don't. So it seems like a fizzle out. There is no need to try to get anywhere. There is no path. I mean, I'm already that.
It's immaculately wise the way in which things come to you when you're ready to hear them. The Advaita voice has been there all throughout your life. You have to be ready to hear it at some point. In the meantime, you hear other voices, all coming from the same source. Everything is coming from the same source. To itself in varying degrees of its own maturity. I've seen through it.
It seems this is the end of the journey. Advaita, coming back to the source. So is there a decision to make that no, I want to continue the journey and continue to evolve and climb up the ladder and become more
if
involved?
That decision
or no, leave it.
Is felt, I will put it that it is inspired to be felt. You see, I would put it like this, because really there is no real individual with autonomy. You see, there's no real individual with autonomy. It appears like this. Once we have the sense that I am this body, it appears that we have autonomy. Some speak about complete free will. I think not. I don't feel you have free will. You have the power to dream. You don't have the power to make your dream come true. You don't have complete free will. If you had complete free will, you'll be living exactly the life you imagine you want to live. And also, your imagination is not consistent. Sometimes you want this with all your heart. Next minute, no, this one I want with all my heart. No, this one I want with all my heart. We are not consistent, you see. So it seems as though part of the journey of maturing into recognizing that which is journeyless in ourselves. The play can go on, some say for thousands of incarnations we have been traveling. As long as we hold on to a sense of ourselves as being this person, the decider, the doer, the thinker, then somehow a journey is placed and it extends in front of you for as long as you maintain a sense of individuality. And when this body wears out, another one comes into play, because one is needed for you to keep on experiencing and refining yourself until you come to ultimate seeing that I'm that. It's not an unfair play. It's not unfair. Because if you, having seen to the extent that you have, and feel, wow, I'm so happy with what I've seen, so I want you to see what I've seen. Okay? If you to try and exchange, to say, put someone from their life who you think that their life is not yet beautiful, so you'll be much happier with my point of view. You try and put your point of view in him and see what happens. He'll kick you out. Go and get your own life. Because each one is sort of somehow tailor-made with your life for its moment. There has to be an organic and natural evolution, you see. You cannot just swap points of view. You can pretend you do. You see? So in every being, the Supreme is somehow, through its own grace, evolving itself, is my way of looking at it. I have many ways of looking at it, but for the moment, one of the ways of looking at it like this. I don't feel sorry for any being.
Because before coming to this Advaitic school of thought, I was conditioned maybe that the body has to be sufficiently refined, the cells, atoms of the body, to express cosmic consciousness. So it's like if you put more electricity in a less capacity bulb, it will burst, it cannot hold it. So you go through a process of refinement wherein the ability to handle the cosmic power and expansion. Say,
it's just another way of expressing the same thing. Is another way you can express it in a way if you don't get lost into the mechanics, if you don't become lost into the religion of that, if you understand it in its pure way, in fact. And
like
this
here
is
we say it's an unchanging awareness.
Yes.
So I would feel some doubt comes that, okay, awareness, I'm in all this room, I can feel that, okay, my awareness is expanded enough to encompass this room, the space, to be anything it wants to be and allow anything to be. But what about outside the room? So I need to still grow more in awareness to expand more. So there is still room for expansion even after becoming the awareness.
For as long as your attention is fascinated with what, for me, is the transient appearance of the manifest world, it will continue to seem like it's always going to elude you, because you haven't the capacity in your human form to embrace the totality of what is available. And it's not a fixed creation. It's an ongoing creating. It's not fixed. Creation is not a noun, it's a verb, it's a continuous, unending. I've seen it. So if you have an aspiration to know more about it, then one lifetime is not enough. You will continue on. You've been doing it for long enough. But if you have found the gem, that awareness itself, when found, when discovered, everything else seems totally illusory.
There is no desire to know more, but there is a pull to be more.
To be more, what means what?
To become, to express more of it, to expand into it more, to let go of the
It is a natural thing. It's happening by itself. It is a natural thing. Who is making the decision? Even the idea of making a decision is an impulse arriving earlier than the mind perceives it. You think you make a decision, but that movement started earlier than your conscious mind is aware of. Then when it floats up to the region of your conscious mind, you say, yes, I think I will do that. But that impulse may be from the subconscious, from the source itself, you see. So this is where what I would say, the illusion of autonomy is born, because you feel that there's a you who makes that decision, but you're caused to have the feeling to decide. Before a thought arose, did you know about it? It appeared, and then in your conscious mind is, yes, I think. And the thinker and the thought are rising together, no?
The thinker also seems to be a thought.
Have you seen this?
Yes, because there is something beyond the I. There is a state where there is
beyond
only stillness.
That way? Is it beyond that way?
Where there is no I. A space where there is no
yes,
sense of identification.
Earlier than I.
And that can be anything it wants to be.
I'm liking this conversation actually, no? You say that can be anything it wants to be. There are different schools of thought about these things. All of them exist in myself and yourself, in all ourselves, actually. If you choose to be not dedicated to any particular outlook, you may enjoy all, still being beyond them. You say it can be whatever it wants to be. It is true, I agree. Because although in one way I can say it doesn't exercise any will, any choice, but yet it causes choices to manifest in the realm of consciousness and movements. Which other place can they be born except in the womb of the Absolute? So in a way I can say it is responsible, but it's not like a deliberate responsibility, like I am going to create that, but it causes creation to flourish.
Just a related thought that's coming up now regarding evolution that I spoke. The cow of Ramana Maharshi, Lakshmi,
yes,
it is said that that was liberated while living.
Yes,
so I would feel sorry for the cow. It didn't have a human incarnation to experience, to go through.
Maybe it got the best deal.
So that I wanted to clear up and understand from you that would it be a best deal like that? I mean,
let's amuse ourselves. Why not? There's no animal in the kingdom of India who has as much freedom as the cow. Sometimes I look at them sitting and plump themselves in the middle of the road, you know, oncoming traffic, and I just wonder, is it naivety or arrogance? Just chewing the cud. Even a human hasn't that privilege. Even a human being does not have that privilege. You go and sit in the middle of Indian Road, eating a banana, see what happened. So maybe here the cow is seen with great reverence. And
no, but
so
in the experience of the cow, in the beingness, is it expanded enough? Can it know? Can it know the joy of love, or know the expansion? Know the to know that it may need to maybe.
Yes, I don't know. I would say not. I would say not. In a way, I was saying this thing when we were saying, sometimes I look at these animals in the street, that they have no training. They have no training whatsoever, you know. Even the dog has to watch out, you know. But a cow, when you're lazy like that, you don't learn anything, actually. I don't know. Let's come back from cows to us again.
Yes, because the theory of reincarnation, it says that the process of evolution goes from mineral to animal to human to divine.
Yes.
So,
surely I would say the human being has the capacity to go all the way. The capacity of consciousness.
But then if we're already that, You know,
Yes.
if we are here now,
Yes.
then why make a journey? Why go anywhere?
Because you're not conscious that you are that. You're not convinced of it. For a start, we are convinced that we are the body. An amazing hypnosis must happen. What you call here Maya or Mahamaya must be there, because when seeing takes place, it seems, how is it obvious but nobody's seeing it? You see? So it's as though we are caught in some kind of hypnosis, and you're not seeing the purity of your being. It's like this.
So can this seeing happen anywhere, or is it necessary to go through the process and at the end only the seeing can happen? When the human being is sufficiently mature and expresses the divine consciousness, then it can know
I
that
don't
it is.
think you can fit the absolute into any kind of structure, in any kind of predictable way. It will always throw a custard pie in your face. You will never be able to pin it down. And some beings are born, and from early age they realize they're not this. And they unwaver inside their realization that they're not this. Others seems to go through tremendous hammering and beating to come to that place of seeing.
Yes,
It's
but
all
they
the
say
play.
in the reincarnation theory they have already gone through the process of maturing in previous lives. So therefore now he is born in with a body which can, you know, really understand it or come into inquiry. So I don't know. I'm just putting it to use to understand it better. So
The question is what?
Some people who are born with the knowing already there, the theory behind that, they say that they have already in the previous lives gone through the process of suffering and knowing and becoming, and the journey has been made. They have already come in their being. They have
They've
matured.
already realized the truth?
They have come to a certain stage wherein now in this life they have been born with a certain knowing.
Yes.
And they go from there.
Yeah.
Each person comes. The journey doesn't start when we are born physically here.
Yes.
The soul has already made a previous journey, and
Yes. I'm
it
not
continues.
dissatisfied with that view.
So, but then there is no journey. We are already there. Then
When you
what
see,
these two
when
point
you
of
see
views, how
from the
can we
place of
reconcile?
truth, you see that the journey is dreamed. When you see from the place of real understanding, you see that the journey is dreamed. You see that life, even the suffering is dreamed. Even our suffering is dreamed. Our joys are dreamed. Our identities are dreamed. Even our awakening is dreamed. Bondage is dreamed. Everything is dreamed. I don't mean spooky, ooh. I mean dreamed in the sense that we are taking things to be what they are not. I would call it a dream. Initially, when these thoughts first were presented to me, I was thinking, is that what you really mean by dream? It's not my idea of what dream is. Up until then, I had a very limited idea about dream. A dream is like, when I'm flying through the sky. And, but dream, I came to see, it became very broad. Perceiving what is not to be taking it to be what is. This is dream. Thinking that you're a person and you're so faithful to our physical representation is for me a dream.
Maybe only a person who is awake and outside the dream can shake the person who is sleeping and say, get up, come on. Because in the dream, if I'm seeing a dream person who is telling me, oh, you are dreaming, come on, get up. That's only a dream, another thought, and it's another dream. So
Yes.
I need to be shaken up from outside. Someone has to pull me out. Maybe
A dream clock can awaken you.
with the alarm set.
The ringing of a dream clock can wake you up into actual waking state.
So the alarm has to be set by somebody else, or
It's very beautifully put. Maybe the alarm is set by destiny, I don't know. By your own karmic account, I don't know. I can say this. It seems that some beings come into this much more smoothly. That even upon hearing it for the first time, some beings in one satsang they awaken to this clarity completely. Rare, but it happened, no? You're not lesser because it takes more time. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same reality. Is undergoing this unfolding play. You're that. I don't want to shift into the place like the journey and getting more. Why do some get there more quickly? You are that. This is the message. You are that. It just, the journey is only how much that is really heard. How smoothly is it assimilated in you? How much the mind stands to be backing off and to sword fighting with the obvious will determine and give rise to the sense of a journey. It takes time and maturing. In some, it arises in the heart with supreme pleasure. And on hearing it, all the delusions are dispelled. It's almost some beings, their life is just in waiting to hear this news. They just want to hear it. Just to confirm what they perhaps have sensed intuitively. The being with a true authority of seeing just needed to arrive to say, you're this. Ah! It's enough sometimes. No? We have for so long been told it's not enough. You're not there yet. You're on the way. You're doing well. Encourage you. Keep on the journey and so on. Now a fresh voice tells you, but you're this. You're dreaming the journey. Do you see? And you're going, yeah. Huh? Spray a bit of water in your face. Huh? Huh? Wow, I had a glimpse there. Like this it happens. I use the words playfully. It really is a kind of mystery, a sort of magic of God, I don't know. Because when we see, each moment I feel I speak, I feel, but you have to get it. You have to see. Why are you pretending you don't see? Maybe you just love the game of satsang a lot. Because I feel it is obvious enough. No? Or maybe we want to feel it in a particular way. Or maybe we want some trumpets. Or I don't know what it is. Maybe we're waiting for a kind of event, so something to, you know, a dove landing on the head or something. I don't know.
Even I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what it is that keeps me in
Even
the
our
dream.
conversations are appearing in it, in its perfectness. Even the pointing to it is appearing in it. It laughs at itself. God has tremendous sense of humor.
And this whole creation is a joke on us?
On us? No, on him.
On himself?
We are that, in fact. I can see it like this. You can give another version, and I might equally agree with the way you choose to look.
No, I want to discard all versions. I just want to know, be the truth.
Yes, you are the truth. Dreaming versions. Truth is not an arrival at a space where there is some kind of holy cluster of concepts. It's earlier than concepts. Conceptless. Indefinable, isn't it?
But it has to announce itself. There has to be a seeing which is
Yes.
undoubtedly,
But
like
this-
I can say,
my-
I'm not bound.
my-
Yes, I'm not. I feel like we had a conversation last time.
Yes.
You told me that I said I want to be free. You said you are already free. So then this whole mindset came out, and so I had to express it that
Yes.
if I'm free, then what is all this game and this dance that's going on? And something has to announce itself that yes, this is it.
For this purpose, I think the human story begins. To give the chance to taste the feeling of liberation, to see yourself in this expression. This is my opinion about it. I would put it as the highest opportunity of the human experience is to realize the self we are. I don't think any other experience compare with this. Even I don't want to limit it in the traditional use of the term experience, because experience ordinarily is a dualistic phenomenon, that I experience this and all experience is in time. So sometimes I say that which experience is experiencing. And such discussions really are a joy in the being. We can surf. You can come to an end in joy, because one of the highest pleasures of the being is to contemplate itself in order to taste its own majesty. I don't see what else to do. Enjoy it, enjoy self-discovering. But higher than self-discovering is just the joy of being. Either the divine pursuit or just it resting in itself. I don't know. Words, I don't know what to do with them now. It is my... Can I say this? Yes? It's my wish to see you. Sometimes it is said, that even if one sees, it's great. But my feeling is, why don't we all see? I don't want to leave anybody out. Leave this place. And don't keep anything here as a sentiment. Don't make a souvenir out of your seeing. Die here willingly to the unreal.
Yes, I don't feel any fear. I am willing to die.
Yeah. And I keep saying you cannot die. I keep saying you're not that which can die. But you can experience being that which will die. I wonder if you follow. Because some beings, we are winding down somehow. Silly statement. But, so I really want to sometimes be blunt. When I see the dedication that we give to the noise in the mind, to present your life like it's some kind of tabloid event, I think, my God, how unworthy to give such attention to such things. Don't be so spineless. How great you are, How great you are. Kick these habits. Don't hold the body. The body is here. It's an instrument through which the divine can taste experiencing. Enjoy, but don't cling to it. Because, of course, it's made out of organic material and it will pass. Why cling to that? Why cling to that which in a short time is just going to be decayed material, congealed blood, pus, smelling gases? What is that? That will die. Why cling to that? Why bring your thoughts to that? It's not a curse, but have the courage to face these truths, these actualities. This is not you. It's just your spacesuit. Don't be so tender. I used to tell you that one of my favorite plants is a plant called buddleia. In England we have a lot of it. This plant is not, is not going to make the Chelsea flower show. It's not, it grows anywhere wild. You will see, even on the railway stations and the bricks, it's growing out of brick. It doesn't need any soil. It grows like this. I don't think many people are planting buddleia. It just grows. It grows on the rooftop, on the side of a building, anywhere it can grow like this. But when it flowers, all the butterflies come from everywhere. They go mad for it. Be like this. Don't just be a daffodil that needs water and a careful place to be. Be this buddleia being. Be robust. Don't be requiring. I need some baby bio. I need some... Be the camel of the plant world. Be like this. Be strong. Be anywhere you will flourish. Don't say, when I go out there, it's so hard. Give that weakness up. You are the same being. All this is passing. Go everywhere. Be everywhere you need to be without fear. Don't run into a corner. Like this, you see. All this is in us. Momentary fears will come. Momentary pains will come. Long-going pains can come. But remain one with your being. Let that be the only thing you know. Sometimes when life feels like it's just a claustrophobic play, marinate in just that little space of being. Hold on only to this. It will expand, but hold on only to this. Don't go knocking from door to door, putting out fires you have not started. Keep quiet. There's something that cannot leave you. It cannot leave you. Be there. Everything is there. Everything is sprouting out of that space. You see? I don't know what else to tell you. I don't want to burden you with a lot of homework and things to save up. No, fresh. That which you're searching for is here, present, always. You don't have to leave, you don't have to travel 1 millimeter to find it. It manifests satsang in order to enjoy its own self.
It seems now that there is some journey to make, but maybe after there is no I, and the truth is seen for clearly as it is, then maybe I can say there was always this truth and there was no time when there was any journey to make. Right now it seems blasphemous to say that there is not even one, it's a distance of a thought, because thought just comes and goes. Thought has no power at all. Thought comes and goes in my being.
And your idea of continuing until you give up your eye is also thought.
But I don't want to continue my being.
You don't want to continue in your being? What do you mean?
In this false dream state.
Then why are you saying these things?
Because there is a feeling I'm not awake.
This is a thought also. And I said, don't bother about the feeling I am not awake or the feeling I am awake. Just keep quiet, I asked, no? You're the witness of both the feeling I am awake or I am not awake. They are just thought. You say any of them, and they both have nothing in them to feel. I am awake. We're all awake. Yeah, okay. What's for dinner? I am not awake. I'm not awake. I'm never going to be awake. What's for dinner? Okay. It doesn't mean anything at all. You can indulge these thoughts or not. We just keep quiet. Not waiting. Be empty of this intention. And already something, a conviction is growing inside you, a clarity that you cannot refute. This clarity, this peace. It is there, no? Even as you speak, you see, it's here. So when you say these things, I say, oh, okay, he's playing again. He wants to talk about even blasphemy. Even blasphemy.
No, that is peace.
Who is going to be hurt by blasphemy? Can the self be hurt by blasphemy? What is blasphemy except another concept?
Doesn't matter,
from
even
this
if it is
place?
blasphemy. Whatever it is. See, there is a stillness and a peace, but there is a sense there is more of this. There is a growing in this.
My dear, listen. You discover this, and I said, as long as there's the body and there's the life, the dynamic existence, they will continue to have the taste of a maturing, a refining, a deepening, happening, ongoing, spontaneously, against a background of unchanging awareness. This is the mystery. Not you trying to deepen. Deepening is just taking place. Refining is taking place. Look, some of you come here, even when you're sick, you're purging, something is cleaning, you're sitting here and somehow awakening to the eternal in yourself. What did you do? I'm not giving you any spanners and screwdrivers to work on yourself. Just in your own openness. Somehow some appropriate responses move into place or something, and understanding shows itself. This is itself a testimony to the greatness of your consciousness. That you don't have to be given, machete and jigsaw, all these things to work on. Just in perfect understanding, the seeing accomplishes itself. Then if he's more to do, also that is seen, okay, more to do for what? My message is not an anti-activity or anti-life message. Activity is not in conflict with truth. It's expression of all of this.
I don't feel there is more to do.
Yeah.
I feel there is more to be. Like, still some surrender is lacking, maybe?
Then you must find out what needs to surrender. Not a cynical question. Look at then, what more needs to be surrendered? Who will make this surrender? Just look at it, nice and clean, no cynicism. Look at it. Or if it feels like this, then continue the joy of surrendering. Surrendering should be a joy.
Yes, yes.
It cannot be I surrender, oh my God, he's taken more.
No, it's not that way. It's like I live my life. I live everything and say, I surrender this. Please take this, oh Lord.
Yeah.
Or existence. I don't want any part of this. I give up all my desires, all my ambitions, nothing. I don't want anything. But then existence doesn't take it. God doesn't take it. It's just lying there. It's just lying there. And I feel, okay, I have surrendered, but He has not taken it.
Maybe he doesn't want it. What is there to take? And more just to leave it be. Beautiful song, you say, let it be. I feel, leave it be. Let it be, leave it be. It's okay. Maybe surrender is also another way, a joy to have the privilege to taste the feeling of surrendering. What doesn't belong to you in the first place. It's good.
I don't know. Here and now it has to be this, is it? But then I feel that there are 3 days more. Let's wait and see. Something may happen.
Yes,
So
yes.
I don't know.
Can something happen greater than the awareness? In recognition of itself, can something happen like this? But in the meantime, of course, be fully present. We have another day. We're here. Enjoy. I certainly don't want you to give up. Some people, oh, it's already been 7 days. I don't feel nothing. So might as well leave early. That also is part of the play, must be, if it's like that.
I'm not leaving early unless I arrive.
You're playing. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mooji.